Blah blah. Blah blah blah. Why is... There it fucking is. Okay. Alright. Hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Alrighty. So I don't know how the combat is gonna go. Like, what the combat is like in this game. Baba! Baba! Scritchy, scritchy, scritch. Come here. Cat gained. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna create my own, I think. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this. Intelligent, average, emotionally intellect, average motorics. Why is that? I have no idea. Scritchy, scritchy, scritch. Oh. How many skills do I get? Okay, so you only get one signature thing. Detect lies. Weld raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. I'll do persuasion. Sure. Sure. Sure.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Never, ever, ever, baby. Ancient reptilian brain is fucking hilarious. Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
This guy's voice definitely hurt after this. Alonzi, never let me go.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all, borough.
Look, I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of
The
death.
song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in
The
it!
stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own
A
mouth?
fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Camino motor carriage.
I'm naked on the floor. I still got socks on, though. Rocking them socks. Boy, oh boy.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on rolling empty. Still on, rolling empty. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Oh. I'm sorry?
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing
Don't be
this.
scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Oh.
Behold,
Behold.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my god. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
Ooh, 3%. No, I'll do this.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Alright, well, let's see if I can win this 3%.
It's too late.
Damn!
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Alright, let the mirror be for now. Is there anything else? Oh, my tie.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Pull on the light bulb.
Terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Pull again to turn the lights
The
off.
lights are off.
Pull on the
The
fan.
blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Grab the tie.
You swoop up and touch
Okay.
the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not, unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days, on official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Could it be because of the drinking? Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers, they have names, and this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus, loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
In that case, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. Glad to have been of assistance.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
That's fun. I have no idea how long it was off for. Hi! How are you today?
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
I am also doing well. Besides the mental anguish of missing Thursday and Friday for no good reason. Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
He's just a guy that I'm talking to. He's standing in front of a fucking eagle statue, it looks like. Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me
No, I
around?
haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
So he's stares at me like he doesn't like me. I asked him if he's wrong, and then it's sarcasm. And I'm just I'm learning what I need to do, because it would seem I don't know who I am. Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot
Why
on the
don't you
floor.
go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Did you? I didn't see any of them. I see. Just saying hello and seeing how I am. Alright, I'm not gonna ask the bartender if he's a bartender.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the
Of
hangover.
course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
goes well with a theory I'm developing, then I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Oh, of course. They'll really get a gauge of my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Finish thought. Okay. My weekend is good. Was good. Ugh. Oh, I can double... Oh. This feels right. You belong here. Let's look at more shit. What's on the menu? The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. A sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's
You
wife.
shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Fine.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on. Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Oh. Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Conceptualize?
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I don't really know my name.
Okay, then.
He processes the information, then
It
disregards
looks
it.
like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What
At the
interviews?
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest. and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points to your
I
jacket.
suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Ah, you mean the Rat
No need for
Squad.
derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
You said insignia, these white rectangles, you mean?
Yes.
But they're just white
They're
rectangles.
Not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
But I can't
I
remember
can see you
anything.
drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
All right, let's
After you,
roll.
officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Thank you, tutorial agent.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
The man with the unimpressive beard.
Mr. Gart, right?
The
You run
lieutenant
this
glances
place.
into his notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What is gold and orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
No. Help me out. What is gold and orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do...
I'm a
And for us to do
great
it,
police
I need
officer.
you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
It's almost 9 a.m.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Hmm.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then. Questions. I got
His
this.
face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Okay. Where exactly is the
Behind
body?
this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Who killed
I
him?
don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Before you said they hoisted him up on the on a tree, who did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers. That it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this
I
man?
would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Why did Sylvie go
She
away?
went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my
Okay,
business.
You got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mystery solved!
Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct.
I guess I like to be
Good
thorough.
for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
I know he's not the bartender, he's a manager, so that's all.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you suddenly turn around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands.
Oh my god! I ran straight into the... No! The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she?
That's true, yes, and it's worrying. But let's not fixate on it. Look at that stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on.
No!
You and your fuck you are floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You should.
Why did I do this? Why did I use both my hands to flip him off? Why both?
Watch out!
everything goes dark.
Oh my god.
Back
Hi,
so
Alex.
soon.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I just ran full force into a woman in a wheelchair. Oh my lord. This did not need to happen. I gave no such commands to my body.
Those are mysteries of the spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
Wow, there's more of you hidden, and I'm so
You
cool.
are way cool. Cooler than the bottom of the sea. Too cool for this world. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
I sure as hell haven't felt no love.
That is too bad. We all need a little love. Are you okay?
Okay, I didn't harm the woman in the wheelchair. I just slammed myself into the fucking floor. No! I
You
damaged
feel
myself.
something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
So I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
Try to remain
All you
conscious.
feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I've ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price. The
I'm
deceased
40
superior
minutes into this
officer.
game!
That ain't easy on detectives.
And I've already died!
Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
On the brink! Oh, fuck! That's fucking hilarious! Oh. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. And you know what? Instead of loading the game, I'm gonna start anew since that was so early on. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, that's funny. What do I want to do for my build? I do not plan on doing a buzz cut, Alex. I'm not gonna shave my head. Oh my lord. Okay. Sure. I'll do this. I did not kill a grandma. I slammed my own head into the floor, causing me to die. What skill? What skill? What skill? Baba! Skip, 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 skip. Yeah, 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 yeah. Scritchy, scritchy, scritch. Alright. I want to do this because hunches and gut feelings. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscience ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
You don't have to do anything anymore.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existent.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something?
Awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of
Hi,
questioning,
Mina.
and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
I just died. So I just started a new game. Because it I died. Oh, I really wish someone was here to clip that. That was fucking hilarious. I'll get. Hey, Piccolo, it's a she, you nerd. I am a woman. Fuck out of here. Yes, it is an RPG where your choices matter. So much so that I decided to not pay my tab, and I died. By slamming myself into a grandma that was in a wheelchair. Bitch. All right. No, I want to know more about the X something.
Ex-tenderness.
What?
It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Allons-y! Never let me go.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all, borough.
Fuck over. Look, I'm tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the song of
The
death.
song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Oh, that's new. Mother, help me! There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it!
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an godly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
Iron streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. Clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canadian motor carriage.
I'm naked. I got my socks on, though. I'm rocking them socks. What is happening? I'll put on my pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It
Fish them
says,
out.
whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Papa. Hopefully, quick saving, quick loading. There we go. Now I'm standing. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Let me get my tie from the...
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. The
Pull on
blades
fan.
come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning.
I almost
the
fucking
necktie
missed
is
that.
no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie.
Okay. I didn't get that one before. That's fun. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Let me grab my shirt. And begin looking in the mirror.
Hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
I can't believe you would do that.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror.
Wow.
You cannot see
Wow.
yourself, just the outline of a man.
I don't have water currently. Disappointment.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really?
Really?
Nothing?
All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Let's wipe the mirror to see what
As
I
you
look like.
slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first, make sure that there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry?
You are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing
Don't be
this.
scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Wipe the mirror now. Behold.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This thing. This is... Dear Lord, help me. What is this?
Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face?
You're not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. Oh my god.
Okay.
You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
Sure. Let's see if I can get this.
It belongs in
Oh!
you, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Wow, I just succeeded.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Disco
For
happened.
Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Damn. Damn.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de Nuit, somewhere in
Boîte
Revachol
de
West,
Nuit.
Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
You're him. I don't know about that, Piccolo. I don't know about that. So I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
How long ago was the news?
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I drink myself into
You
oblivion?
have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice Kanema.
Kinema. Caprice Kinema. I love that I know the history of disco, but nothing
It
else.
doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Let's see if I succeed in this 3% chance. So I have a 2 and I have to get an 18. Also known as I have to get double sixes. Double sixes. So I have figured out with this RPG system you roll 2d6 and then add your stats, and then depending on the difficulty you succeed or not. Let's see if I can get double sixes here.
It's too late.
I don't.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Let the mirror be for now. All right. Oh, I need my shoe, right? Let me go put my shoe on. I also gained a thought. What are thoughts? Temporary research bonus, -1 logic, head in the clouds, research time 4 hours and 30 minutes. Problem, what happened to Guillermo Le Mignon? Who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation while you suffered and suffered? Did the dematerialized in a cloud of cocaine dust, or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines? Internalize? So my logic is down. So let's see what that does. All right, let's leave now. Out into the hallway. Is there anything down here? Oh yeah, there is. Seoul Cité. Not available. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this
You've been
time?
here for 3 days. On official police business.
Yeah.
No less.
What business is
Didn't
that?
say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the
Don't be
law?
so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Sure, I'll... Actually, I can see why they would entrust me with the law. I have the right character.
Fondness for contradictory statements.
Nah. I get the tidbits of information sometimes. Little facts like trivia. Gives me a detective-y vibe.
Of course.
She remains unconvinced.
I should get going now. I'm not going to
Be
fucking
careful,
suggest.
officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Oh, before I got to ask her a bunch of questions. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Trompe le Manon. Manon. French. Hey, look at that. It's the old woman in the wheelchair. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
No, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I
you
do?
Not do? First you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I'm guessing I didn't do any of these things.
You're right, you didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me
No, I
around?
haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Look at stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
I don't know what you want, Bubba.
It makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the
I have
difference?
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie
She
go?
just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just... What?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. A sign reads, "Mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open 1600. I enjoy that. Truly, me playing this with you, I don't even know if you're still awake, Mina, but it's just me reading you a bedtime story, if you do hear it, since you are napping. The Royal Pinball Machine is unplugged. Let's talk to the old woman that I hit last time.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Damn. All right, I guess I'll talk to the bomber
A
jacket
bespectacled
guy.
man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, If the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hold on. Who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
His grip is firm.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to
If you
him.
don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What
On the
interviews?
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Yeah, I haven't made a list at all.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? Look, man, you know...
Does
Yeah?
that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be sure I'm the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean internal
Yes,
affairs?
but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes.
But they're just
They're
white
not
rectangles.
Just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I
Huh.
would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or
You don't
something?
have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke
Losing
up.
your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
But I can't remember
I can see you
anything.
drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
All right, let's
To
go.
you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Oh, these are the white rectangles. Okay.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Gart.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I'm currently in No, what is golden orange like forest fire but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
Kim is about to say something. Let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
Oh, do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
The drama. He thinks you're stupid, sire. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there
That's
then?
easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed
I don't
him?
know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your
Did-
job.
Did you kill
Are
him?
you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Why did Sylvie
Haven't
go
you
away?
asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I guess I like to be
Good for
thorough.
you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic
The
accent.
IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street
No,
cred?
You don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points to the red ledger on the counter.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
I could just say you're arrested. Oh my god. Did I just hear my Ty speak to me twice?
No one is saying that. No one is saying that Ty can talk. That would be ludicrous. It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money.
Great advice. I'm considering it. Give the Ty an affirmative
The
tug.
lieutenant looks at you tugging on your garish tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What do I owe this
Let's
place
see.
for?
3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it
Are
from?
you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
I don't think I have any money.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
What happens
Sorry,
now?
but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Pay for damages.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really don't
But
remember.
You've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless?
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street? The exact number on
You
a
can
building?
try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
All right. Okay, let's see if I can get anything from this old woman.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks. I appreciate
You
it.
must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with
Whatever
me?
do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course! I forgot I had you!
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
Why? 3 heads are better than
Thank
2.
you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In Reykjavik?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s.
No. Disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you then, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy,
No.
maybe?
Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
If there's no government, how are there
Oh
cops?
dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
Who could tell me
Someone
more?
more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Alright, I've got to
Of
get
course,
going.
dear. Good luck with your case.
Kind green ape pen.
Yes?
Alright, I'll speak with you in a moment. Let's head outside. There's a thing I could look at, but whatever. There's the broken window. Ooh. That's cool as fuck
Before you
looking.
stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pull out. Oh no, pick up the radio.
The tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, station 41. I've got a urgent business.
10-4,
over.
message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting it over.
18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge
10-9,
missing.
Over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's
10-4,
gone.
message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is
This
this?
is communication officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
Partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ha ha, officer has lost his badge. Ha ha. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his
He
badge.
says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Wittmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this now. I have other
Captain
things to
9,
discuss.
come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun!
It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying?
Let's go!
It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
I want to know if my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live.
Your address?
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that right?
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Over.
I'm in dire need of financial assistance. What a fucking line.
I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
Good lord.
He's asking
Baba!
for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
To the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
I'm not begging.
Anything else, sir? Over.
10-10. Over.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the end.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean,
before, he started begging for money. It was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Minot looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There is a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
Carrot juice?
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
Pull out the pull-out toolbox.
Slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Take the red-tipped pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Take the rubber-handed chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Take the hand-cranked flashlight.
Robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Push in the pull-out toolbox.
Toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Alright, I don't need anything else. Alright. I now have some tools to use. Yippee.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I have some questions for you.
What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. What are you doing here?
I'm working.
On what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Go on, it's okay.
As you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm.
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
The corpse, where is it exactly?
In the yard, right through the hole in the fence.
Thanks.
No problem.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Cool.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
I am the law.
Sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
Jam, my man.
What's the jam?
Traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, and all around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man hanging in
He
the
ain't one of
hostel?
those drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
All right, never mind then.
Taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What are you hauling anyway?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
That's your machine behind you?
Rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
That's a fallen A6 you got
Good
there.
eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Could I get one of those
We're
tracksuits?
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
So, nothing illegal
Not
then?
unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What do you see in his eyes?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me.
I'm a cop. I can fix anything.
There are things even a cop can't fix, my man. There's no helping in absence, you know? I miss my family. They're all I
Baba.
have. My wife, second kid on the way. Waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
What is it like to miss
What's
someone?
it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling?
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Do you have any spare change?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The
They
bosses,
who?
man.
That makes sense. First work,
Makes
then
sense.
pay.
It sucks is what it does.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't be a stranger.
All right. Pigs Go Home. The street name is illegible. Oh, yes. Yes, this is very much the way I need to go.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Hey, kid, a word, police business.
Dick, Kuno, get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouth hole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
But we've got... I see what you mean, but we've got
Just
little
take
choice.
it easy.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
What do you know about the body?
Pig, what's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Have you seen anyone suspicious
Just a couple
around?
of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Okay,
You're testing
I'm
Kuno's
just...
patience here.
Get lost.
Bro.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy, a human being decomposing. This kid's ladder is rickety but climbable. The ladder for kids, it wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Let's see if I get double sixes.
The smell...
I get double fives!
It pushes
Oh
in
my
from
God.
your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away. Ugh. Alright. Uh-huh.
Too
Gross.
late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Fucking corpse. Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would
You
help?
can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you?
I can't handle the headache.
Okay, where do we get
That young
ammonia
woman,
from?
The gardener mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Oh.
Yes?
The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Do you still have your salts? I think I could use some.
Yeah, I'm done with them. Go
Great.
easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
All right.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Yeah, even with the ammonia, I still have to get double sixes. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Okay, so I have to get a 10 or higher with the dice.
Because it's nice and
I don't.
Well-laid palettes, easy on the eyes, rhythmic pattern, calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard
What
to say.
feeling?
It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
All right.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind
Heavy
of
workers'
boots?
Boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Get an exact count. So I have to get an 11. So it needs to be 7 or higher.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
My morale went down. That's fun. Lieutenant, workers' boots tracks. Worker boots tracks.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking, you trash container? You're just a
The
trash
body is
container.
downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in here?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria, They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Yeah, I feel like there's something in there.
Feel?
It's extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance.
We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
He's being sarcastic. Do not ask what the remote viewers division is.
There is no need for sarcasm. I just felt strongly about it, that's all. Maybe it's not connected to the case, but still.
Oh. It might also be evidence. The mob could have disposed of something in there. We should get it open.
How do we get the lock open?
Try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage. Or
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking try doing that. I'm gonna roll 2 1s and have my fucking pry bar break or something. I'm wearing yellow gloves. A man sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with trees.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills.
Does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
What is this? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Summer door closed for the winter. Ah, fuck. I got another healing item.
You should
Nice.
totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by this hangover.
At this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes
You
to
have not
it?
yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Lamentation sounds good. They'll really get a gauge of my on my soul with
Serves
that.
them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
All right.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling
Prod it
is.
and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Yeah, I'm no Krasma.
No one was implying you were, officer. Well,
we need the keys.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
All right, goodbye. Okay. Let's see if my detective skills are worth anything. And I must say, they're fucking not.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Alright, let's see what significant thing my feeling has here.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, with a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of
You
carton.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the
Among
rags.
Threadbare kitchen towels. Something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab
As
them.
the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown-out towel, a mug, that's all.
Right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved,
Not
maybe?
really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them there.
What's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Yeah.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Yeah,
the
no.
container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Oh, I am able to level up my stuff again. Or more. Let's yeah, let's do perception. Alright.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Let's see if I can visualize.
These
Of course
tracks
I
are
don't.
not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
What kind of vehicle drove
Hard
through
to
here?
say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Why am I
Can't
looking
have
at
it.
this?
You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think.
Can I help you?
Here's a trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Yep, victim's
How
clothes.
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash
Trash
container?
collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about something
Yes.
else. Goodbye. Okay, so I need... Call Sylvie using Kim's Soft. Okay. So I have to go back to the... Actually, let me go quickly grab whatever the fuck was on the thing up the awning. I didn't even realize I wasn't wearing my other shoe.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. Good. They're balanced. Comfy.
Nice,
Feels
my
like the
morale
only good
healed.
thing about you right now.
The smell of the sea makes you dizzy.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look...
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Alrighty. Thank you, tutorial. Oh, I should look at the broken glass that I did.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Let's try to visualize.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own
A fine
hands?
web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What
More
did
likely
this
a
then?
projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size
It
of the
is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture.
Oh,
You're
that's
looking for
sick.
something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
I'm sure I had good reason for it. Maybe I was trying to hit someone.
Just maybe, you succeeded. We'll never know. Or maybe you were trying to smash your own reflection in the window pane.
Interesting thought. Let's see if I can talk to this woman again.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without
you. Everyone is doing something without you. Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
I'm not gonna enter this woman's room. Alrighty, let's continue to look around town. Oh wait, I need to call the woman. I need to go back over to the car. Right.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Garter give you Sylvie's number?
Yes. Hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Just wait. Relax.
Ugh.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
She recognizes your voice immediately.
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
I mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Okay, did you leave because of Garte?
What? No, why would you even think that?
He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen?
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business. I already
Okay.
said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does the union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
What the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Wait, Kim, lower your microphone. Is she speaking truth? The union is the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her way. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
What others?
The other people who live around here. Local people. I didn't want trouble.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
Okay, I understand.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble.
Don't worry about it, I understand.
You do? What else can I do for you?
Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Copper thieves?
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Next question. Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
No, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
He doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
I think I got everything.
So, please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me what did I do? I can't remember
I'm not
anything.
mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the Skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
So you're telling me I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, Union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which
We
song?
Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the
To
song.
hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about being the most boring person alive and how everyone leaves you because you're just so boring.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wait, police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good
No,
tenant.
you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I am truly sorry for everything,
Look,
Sylvie.
I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
But when I think I'm pushing too But when I spoke to Garte, it seemed like he thought you left because of him.
Really? No. This is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
Didn't he cross the line when he asked you out?
I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
I can tell.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Right. Thank you for talking to me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I am done with the radio for now.
Over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch, labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Alright. Well, let's do that task real quick. Since Can
I help you?
I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not
Wait,
you.
What? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the
You
wall.
broke the skewer.
I assure you it was him.
It's as if he can't decide whether to be angry or relieved that it was you. Again.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
You tell me.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else about me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just a bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...
Or can you give him a moment? Somehow you realize this is not going to net you any professional discounts. Already he's reverting back to defensive.
All right. Where else? Where else to go? Well, let's just start exploring.
This Postla Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Alright then. Who are you?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The story.
I am the law.
Are you interested
Hello.
in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyways?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Don't be ridiculous. I know all of these things. Don't you sass
Sir,
me.
Are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Is it okay if I ask you some
Okay,
questions?
sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your
My
name?
name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store.
Plaisance.
She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
You're cold. Can I help you in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
I should have a word with the store owner, maybe.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be at school or
I do my
something?
studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
How's the business
Mum says
going?
It's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in what
Cursed
way?
in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Ass up?
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards
We
on the
can go
window.
into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Yeah, I'll stop
Maybe I can
talking
tell
about
you
the
about
curse.
some of our books instead.
Nah, I'm fine. Are these just books? This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On this cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This book is about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. A book about something culture. It promotes freedom and roaming. A book about the future. The government reads your minds using radio technology. Alright.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Alrighty then.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Baba!
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Ugh.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Baba!
Scritchy, scritchy, scritch, screechy, scritch. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
A curious pendant you're wearing. Narrow your eyes mysteriously.
Oh, yes. Helps to have an anchor in these times.
So are you the owner of this store?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yes, of course.
Did you talk to her?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong.
Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business.
I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. Baba! Where? Oh my lord.
Stinky! What? What? You're not in a position for me to put you on my lap. There you go.
Lay down, Bubba. Screechy scritch. Scritchy scritch scritch. Okay, let's change the subject.
Before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about? Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
All right. I don't want to purchase a book, so I'm just going to leave now.
What, you talkative bean? What do you want?
I'm almost finished with this, which is fucking hilarious.
Yes?
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There is heavy drinking
Have you
involved.
tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
All right,
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
I guess that settles it
Excellent.
then.
Was there anything else?
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same
I'm
case?
afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
You
What do you
don't
mean?
know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If
This
you want
seems relevant.
later-
You should tell me now.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you?
Nah, wing
There's
it.
no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim
a
was?
security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the
They
caller?
didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why
There's
hide
a strong
themselves?
prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Of course. Yes, I understand everything
Just
now.
to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Actually, I have all I need to know for now. Alright. Bubba. Yeah. Yeah. What? You're acting like you want to be on my lap, but when I put you on my lap, you get off. So what do you want? What do you want, Bubba? What do you want? Okay then. Let's head up this way, I guess. Talk with this guy.
Welcome to Revachol.
Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What's happening? You sound angry,
It's
Kim.
men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
You're in such a weird spot, Bubba. Good lord. Just lay down. Oh my god.
Your partner needs backup.
Bubba!
Now's your moment to shine.
Just lay here. Lay here. Lay down. Lay down. You fucking... Fucking A, man. Kim, I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Why are you so talkative, Bubba?
Whatever you say, officers.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
What? Bubba, you need to show me what you want. What? What, Kiwi? What do you want?
People
Alright.
who studied these things said that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Right. I've already made up my mind. Want to hear it? Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Push your luck, runt.
Bubba! Bubba! Nice, more magnesium.
see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
I don't think I have 1 real so far.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this?
No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me, can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Does it mean you knew him a little?
No, I didn't know him at all.
How long has he been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help. Goodbye. Three T's. How idiomatic. Goods from the lorry haphazardly littered the surroundings.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Alright, I don't care who that is. Sick. More real. I now have a white tank top. Bubba! Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter. Some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask
No
some questions.
response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her
Wait.
face.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
If you say so. Alright. A foreign car, kept in good condition. Money on the ground. The lorries probably store fuel here. Now they store booze.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and
The
insignia?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back
The
seat?
back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think the lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else
You
here.
to fuck with us. Beat the honest worker down.
Why? Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause are we
Rights
talking
of
about?
people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
I don't think I've... No. Regardless, I have some questions
Maybe
for
we
you.
should ask them questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about murder.
The mention of the killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through me. Interesting.
Breakthrough imminent. Absolutely nothing?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This really isn't my area of
We're
expertise.
not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Guillaume Lemillion. Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. In '38, he went on a tour to the Xin Yao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Pain, +1 on pain threshold. All psych learning caps raised by 1. Nice.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a
A
scab?
kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like
Gotta be
them
bloody
much.
stupid, or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
of. Have you tried talking to
We'd
them?
explain the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, You cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
You're right. It's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice. He didn't do it. It's the truth.
I need to know what's behind these gates
My
I'm
friend,
exploring.
I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Does this mean you can let me through the
I
gate?
don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That simple? I just walk in?
Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past
yeah,
Measurehead.
The 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremacist there.
2.5
Right
meter
past him.
tall.
Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to his Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it.
Sure.
Another thing. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
What's the
You know,
strike about
serious
anyway?
business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Alright, let's talk to this giant dude, I guess. In case of strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Measurehead makes all men quiver.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing, size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
Must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
What do you mean my body betrays my
I have
degeneracy?
succumbed
to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, Al Ghul?
Yes, Al Ghul.
He means alcohol.
Understood.
I doubt it. My microcephalic race, so.
Baba!
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
That fat racist over there, you're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Come on, I just need you to move. No, you're right about all this. Now, I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world. Bring your troops to the Simenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshahed's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Semines supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps
In 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
I have gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
Okay.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericamasis and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Recuval?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the Pay.
So you did come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Recuval?
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Seminoles strategy.
Recuval.
Spreading through its trade networks, our culture
no, it is Revachol.
The world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Kim, what do you think about this?
This racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be a really good one.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky racist. How do you know there will be a next racist? That will be our lucky racist.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. he still has the use of his mind.
Well, I need to get into the fucking harbor.
Ask what kind of races there
I
are.
almost.
First. Classification is core to this stuff.
I'm new to the world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
This is for the
The
thing.
lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth.
Baba,
you have
no.
denied yourself.
Good lord.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Type A.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly are the
You know
Maun?
them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun.
Mahun is a derogative term for first world people of Gotwaldian descent. They do not all have eczema. Also, people of Katla, like the Suru and the Huhu, are much more lactose intolerant.
Got it.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Simonese and Areopagites in
As
this?
proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
What's the difference between the Simonese and the...
The Areopagites are sleek.
Areopagites.
The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Tipube are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a hands-on witch. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco, and for eating potato.
Ah, yes. Ah. Oh, you were eating the potato.
The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with Podat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
What?
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
They are
Papa!
microscopic. The seminary Pajit superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla.
Papa!
Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of
Papa!
Simonese and Arapajit stock, elected by the tree. Not the base inner spoilage called demos.
I don't know how to pronounce these words.
And the racial called two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Yeah, go away, stupid political thoughts.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
What? Yeah. Potato.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity. Chips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yes, better not go into it.
Be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race
You
theory?
understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you let me into the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Yeah, I'll figure out another way to go through this.
Though, buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I need to luxuriate in the private company of my I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
God, thank you for autosaving. Oh my lord.
Oh my god. I don't... I don't remember. I don't... Something about the potatoes we're making... I don't... Oh my god.
Oh my god, I fucking... Okay. Alright. That's all for today. Yeah, I don't know if I'll stream this again. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Love you all.